Some people enter our lives and change us forever. Esther Williams' horoscopes reveal a relationship filled with excitement, deep understanding, and maybe even a little chaos. Whether they are acting partners, good friends, or something more, the stars show that their connection is anything but ordinary. Hello stars, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Beatrice. I've been an astrologer for more than 15 years now, and I'm also a big fan of BL series. So I thought, why not merge them? That's why I decided to create this channel where I analyze the relationship horoscopes of beloved BL ships. Today I'm taking a closer look at the compatibility chart of William Est, who play the main characters in the series Tempo, Heart That Skips a Beat. Let's start by analyzing their birth charts separately. The birth chart of a person shows us what kind of people they like, what they look for in a partner, how they act in relationships, and so on. Not just in a romantic relationship, but also in friendships, business partnerships, or any other kind of relationship. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any reliable source for their birth time, so I don't know the zodiac sign of their ascendant. But even so, there is a lot of information that we can find out by looking at their horoscopes. Let's start with Est. He was born on the 19th of May 2001 with the sun in Taurus, which makes him steady, determined, and loyal in relationships. Taurus people love stability, comfort, and deep emotional connections. They take their time opening up, but once they do, they are in it for the long haul. However, Est's chart isn't as slow-moving as a typical Taurus. His strong fire placements add an intensity that makes him much more action-oriented than your usual Taurus. His Moon and Venus are both in the fire sign Aries, forming a wide conjunction. This combination is fascinating. Aries is bold, direct, and impulsive, so when Est wants something or someone, he doesn't hesitate. He follows his heart impulsively, sometimes acting before thinking, and isn't afraid to take the lead in love. This placement makes him exciting, unpredictable, and full of passion, but it can also mean that he gets bored easily. He needs constant movement and excitement in his relationships, or he might start feeling restless. He needs friends and a partner who keep up with his energy, challenge him, but also let him be himself. Then he has Mars in Sagittarius, another fire sign, adding even more enthusiasm and energy to his personality. Mars is the planet of action and drive, and in Sagittarius it makes him adventurous, freedom-loving, and always looking for the next challenge. While as a Taurus he likes long-term stable connections, he thrives in relationships that give him space to explore. Commitment doesn't scare him, but routine does. He needs a partner who keeps things fresh and exciting. Looking at all these planets, I can tell you that Est likes brave, strong, and capable people. When it comes to his partner, he often looks for a leader without realizing it. He is drawn to people who do sports and are slightly muscular. He also prefers when someone makes the first move. Long legs and beautiful thighs catch his attention. So we've seen that Est has a lot of fire in his chart, but the predominant element is actually air. That means that his strengths lie in intellect, communication, and social connections. He is naturally curious, analytical, and quick-witted, often thriving in conversations and idea exchanges. However, he doesn't have any planets in water signs, meaning that emotional depth and intuition may not come as easily. He might prioritize logic over feelings or struggles to express vulnerability. When it comes to relationships, the lack of water can also mean that he doesn't realize when people are attracted to him or flirt with him. And this reminds me of that cute interview where a shy William said that he was flirting with Est while Est was totally clueless.
เวลาคนมาจีบเราดูไม่ออกแล้วจริงปะจริง
ไปถามวิลเลียมครับวิลเลียมคิดว่าระหว่างโป้อันไหนติดยากกันถ้าสนิทกันอะถ้าสนิทกันมาตั้งนานเลย
ผมว่าเอสติดยาก
ทำไม
วันนี้ก็ลองอยู่ฮะอะไรนะ
It's strange to see someone who is lacking water being a swimmer, isn't it? I guess that he chose swimming and being in water exactly because this element is missing from his birth chart. But I also noticed something very interesting that explains it all. He has the North Node or his destiny in Cancer, the Victory asteroid Nike in Scorpio, and Fortuna, the asteroid symbolizing good luck and fortune, in Pisces. These are all water signs. And then there is Mars in Sagittarius, the planet representing competition and energy in a sign that symbolizes growth, expansion, and pushing boundaries. This is a classic placement for someone who thrives in physical activities that require endurance, speed, and adventure. He also has a Mars-Uranus sextile, which gives him an advantage in sports that require speed, split-second decisions, and fast reflexes. No wonder he is a record-breaking athlete. Now let's take a look at William. He is 4 years younger than Est. He was born on the 14th of February 2005. William was born with his sun in Aquarius conjunct Mercury, the planet of communication. This means he is highly intelligent, talkative, creative, and full of unique ideas. He's not the kind to follow traditions, he writes his own rules. With Venus also in Aquarius, love for him is about deep friendships, intellectual connection, and a shared vision. He's drawn to people who inspire him rather than just attract him physically. His Venus is conjunct Neptune, making him deeply romantic and artistic. Neptune is the planet of dreams, illusion, and creativity, and when it touches Venus, it creates someone who sees love as something almost spiritual. He might idealize his relationships or view love as something that transcends the physical world. He is drawn to people who are unique, inspiring, and emotionally deep. Because I don't know his time of birth, I can't tell for sure the zodiac sign of his moon. If he was born in the early hours, he has an Aries moon. If he was born later during the day, his moon is in Taurus, which means that he is either as impulsive and passionate as Est or more grounded and steadied when it comes to emotions. He might also be a mix of these two. His Mars in Capricorn grounds him, giving him discipline and ambition. While Est is often spontaneous, William is more strategic and long-term focused. He takes his relationships seriously and doesn't rush into them. If he commits, he wants to build something meaningful. The placement of his personal planets indicates that he is drawn to people with a classic yet unique look and personal style. Beautiful skin, nice teeth, and even elegant joints catch his eye. Legs attract him the most, especially well-shaped calves. Since I'm already looking at his birth chart and because I talked about Est's talent for swimming, let's also take a look at how William's horoscope indicates that he is an exceptional singer. William's chart has a Neptune-Venus-Fortuna conjunction, trine Jupiter in Libra, which is a dream placement for an artist. Neptune rules music and creativity, Venus rules beauty and artistic expression, Fortuna means good luck and fortune. And then we have Jupiter that expands whatever it touches, in Libra, a sign ruling over arts. This means that William was born with an exceptional natural talent for music. His voice carries emotion, depth, and charm, making it unforgettable. Similar to Est, William's chart is also air dominant, making him highly intellectual and expressive. However, unlike Est, he lacks fire. Without much fire in his chart, he might sometimes hesitate to take action or initiate things on his own. He thrives on deep conversations and meaningful connections, but he needs someone like Est who has plenty of fire to push him into action and make the relationship interesting. Moving over to their synastry, that's a comparison of their birth charts, telling us details about the way they interact and about their compatibility. Here come the most important aspects that I see in this chart. William's Sun and Mercury square Est's Sun, which means they can have different views on life, but that also keeps things interesting. William challenges Est's way of thinking, pushing him to grow, while Est keeps William grounded when his ideas become too abstract. William's Sun and Mercury are also sextile Est's Mars, bringing chemistry, energy, and a strong attraction. They spark each other's motivation. Est pushes William to take action, and William gives Est new ideas to explore. William's Sun forms a sextile to Est Chiron, and Est Chiron forms a trine to William's Sun, leading to a beautiful and healing connection between them. Chiron, often called the wounded healer, is an asteroid that represents our deepest emotional wounds and the potential for growth through healing. In this synastry, there's a natural flow of healing energy between them. This connection creates an environment where both of them feel safe to open up and grow together, offering each other emotional support in ways that lead to mutual healing and transformation. Their Venus aspects are where things get truly magical. William's Venus and Neptune form a beautiful connection with Venus, Pluto, Jupiter, and Mercury. No matter if they are just business partners, friends, or more, the feelings between them are intense and almost fated. There's a dreamy quality to their relationship, like they understand each other without words. But it's not all smooth sailing. William's Mars opposes Est North Node, suggesting a karmic pull between them. They were meant to meet, but their relationship will push them to face challenges and grow. Now, looking at their composite chart, the chart of the relationship itself, we see a grand trine between Pluto, Jupiter, and the Moon-Mercury conjunction. This is a powerful connection showing that their bond is both deep and naturally harmonious. And there's also the composite Sun conjunct Juno, which is a classic sign of a long-term, meaningful relationship. With the composite Moon conjunct composite Mercury, they share an emotional bond that goes beyond words. Their conversations are not just above the surface level, but connect them on a deep, almost telepathic level. When they communicate, it feels like they just get each other. But there's also a challenge with the composite Sun square composite Chiron. This aspect can bring up old wounds in the relationship, which might cause moments of emotional discomfort. But if they are open to healing, this can become a powerful opportunity for growth. Their Sun sextile Neptune brings an air of magic and idealism to their connection. Together they can dream big, creating a shared vision of what their future could look like. However, the composite Venus square composite Pluto brings a touch of intensity. This aspect suggests that their relationship may sometimes feel like a roller coaster of emotions, with both of them needing to navigate issues of control, trust, and transformation. Fortunately, Venus also forms a sextile to Chiron, which helps them heal together. Their bond has the potential to be a source of emotional support and healing for both, allowing them to grow stronger through their relationship. Mars in opposition to Saturn could bring moments of tension and frustration, especially when it comes to responsibilities or external pressures. But Mars sextile Uranus sparks excitement and change, encouraging them to break free from any routine or stagnation. Jupiter in opposition to Neptune adds a dreamy quality to their relationship, but it can also bring moments of confusion or idealization. If they are not careful, they might get lost in their fantasies. However, with composite Uranus trine composite Saturn, they have the strength to balance these dreamy aspects with practicality, creating a relationship that is both grounded and full of exciting possibilities. Finally, Uranus also forms a square to the North Node, suggesting that this relationship is unexpected or that it likely began in a very unexpected way. They probably met suddenly through surprising events or in an unusual setting that neither of them could have predicted. There's a sense that life pulled them two together in a way that felt destined but also disruptive. However, while this aspect may bring a lot of surprises and challenges, it pushes both of them to uncover a deeper shared purpose, something that might take time to fully realize. Even if this relationship might feel chaotic at times, it's pushing them both towards an important and unique destiny. In their composite chart, fire is predominant. Their relationship is filled with energy, passion, and intensity. However, Earth is almost completely missing, with only Mars in Capricorn providing some grounding. When they are together, they might find themselves being too impulsive or drifting in their own world, losing touch with reality as they become lost in ideas and dreams. But the good news is that their relationship is exciting and full of life, never becoming boring. In the end, Est and William's relationship is a mix of passion and intellect, of freedom and commitment. They challenge each other, inspire each other, and at times drive each other crazy, but that's what makes their relationship exciting. They push each other to be better, to grow, and to shine even brighter. Now that you know the most important details about William Est's relationship, you might also want to find out more about Omnanon, Sky Nani, and Yijan. I already uploaded the videos about Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, respectively about Sky Won Gravi and Nani Hirankit. I'll put the links in the description. My next video will be about Ompa Wat and Anon Korapat. Subscribe to my channel and turn the notifications on if you don't want to miss that video. Until the next time, shine bright like the stars.